Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're going to talk about kind of a recap of our 2022 year on the YouTube, Not Your Average Tabletop.
Yeah.
And then kind of just some things that we'd like to do in 2023, or maybe we'll do. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, 2022, I think we put out quite a few videos.
We did.
We kind of got to a schedule of at least like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I think that's something we're probably going to continue doing. Considering a majority of our videos, if you watch us, you probably know a majority of them are unboxings and first impressions, and we just have a huge backlog of those. So a lot of those have already happened. I'm being 100% honest. Some may even be almost a year old.
Wow.
But
Excellent
yes.
planning.
Well, otherwise, I guess we could fill weeks and weeks with it.
Too much content.
Yeah, too much. But otherwise, I think some of the major things we did last year, we did a top 50 list, which we did the year before as well, where we go over top 50 games. And usually we did a giveaway this last year and the year before alongside that. Mm-hmm.
So now it's your chance to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our channels. That way you know when those come out.
Yes, because we'll probably be doing another giveaway. And when I talk about what we're doing this next year, I may talk about one that is probably happening as of when you're seeing this.
Oh my gosh, this is news to me.
Yes. Well, you'll know it when I say it.
Okay.
But then another thing we did earlier in the first half of the year, kind of right before we did our top 50, was the Dino Mania, where we were preparing for Jurassic World. Now I forget. It was Jurassic World?
Yeah. Universe. I don't know, something like that.
The new Dominion.
Yeah.
The newest Jurassic movie. We did content on all the dinosaur games we've played and did some top lists, talked about the movies even, and I just did a bunch of dinosaur-related content, so if you haven't watched that and you like dinosaurs, you can check those out and kind of maybe see if there's any dinosaur games you're missing. But then like I said, we did unboxings. Throughout the year, Jesse and I were doing Pandemic Legacy recaps, so if you wanted to watch those, if you don't really ever plan on playing the game and want a recap of each month by month, and then a final kind of recap of the game, you can check those out. Otherwise, just a review of the game as well that we did in December. Yeah. And then earlier on in the year, we did a couple things that we only did for about the first half of the year, and that was Queso Quiz-O, which is something now we haven't done in a while.
And yeah, I noticed we haven't.
I don't remember who the reigning champion is. It might be you or Pepper. I don't think it's me.
I don't remember.
I'm kind of the big loser when it comes to Queso Quiz-O. I'm much better as a host.
Much
better.
Not everybody tests host. Well.
Wow. And then we were doing pan talks at the beginning of the year as well. But then, since we had Stonetember, which is something we did in September to celebrate 10 years of Stonemaier games, we just had tons of Stonemaier content. If you want to learn...
Pan talks? You mean tap talks?
Tap talks, yeah.
I was
Tap talks, yes.
What are you talking about?
Where we talked about some games of recaps of games of Tapestry we did. We put some of those out in the beginning half of the year, but then kind of shifted our focus to putting videos together for to celebrate Stonetember. So that took up kind of that last half of the year because we did a video every single day, at least one in September. I think it was almost probably an average of 2 a day. So if you like Stonemaier games or you want to learn more about Stonemaier games, you can definitely check out that playlist. There is a ton of content for that.
Yes, we covered everything reviews, up into his newest games, like Smitten.
I don't believe we did Smitten.
And Between Two Cities, the Essential Edition. We just did Between Two Cities.
That is true. So, mostly everything that they've released up to this point. But there's a few items more recently that we did not. Yeah. And then kind of another thing we did right after the Stonetember was we went to Las Vegas for the World Series of Board Gaming and have a few videos recapping our experience of that. So if that was something you were interested in maybe doing this next year, if you've kind of heard of it or haven't heard of it, you can definitely check out our videos and we'll talking very good detail about all of those, our experiences, the pros and cons of it.
It was the first year, and so I think they're pushing to have this year be even better. You know, these things just keep going, so it's fun to be at the first annual.
Yeah, if you're really good at board games, definitely I would suggest at least checking it out, seeing if that sounds like it's for you, and if not...
Hey, it's Vegas.
It's Vegas. You can do other things there. And then the last thing we kind of did throughout the entirety of the year, and we made videos on it, was our A to Z Alphabet Soup Challenge.
Yes. Aren't you so glad I named it the Alphabet Soup?
I like that you renamed it that. My creative accounting skills, A to Z Challenge. Alphabet Soup sounds much better. But yeah, we played everything in our collection, and we recapped by letter. So we have videos on all the letters we have games for. We didn't have quite all the letters, but most of them, and they vary in amount of games, so you can definitely go back and check those out. And then we did a recap at the end of the year, kind of talking about the process, and we also did a video on the games we called, because kind of
the whole point was to look at the collection and try and get rid of some games. So.
And we could probably do some more. Maybe we'll probably have another call video sometime this year, I would guess.
We just rearranged the shelves, and we didn't even make a den.
No, I thought for sure with our rearranging, I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a few open cubes, and it was actually fuller than I thought.
Yeah.
But I think it's because now we did a weird rearranging.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about it sometime as to how we did it and see if you guys think I'm crazy.
There's no good
I was
way
the one
to
that
do
suggested
these.
it.
There's no good ways to do these.
I almost think A to Z was pretty good. It sucks for when you add new games, because obviously you're either going to have to then leave spaces, and when you're buying new games or selling games and stuff, hope that you're getting similar letters coming in and out. It sucks in that way, but it is very easy to find games if you keep it pretty close to A to Z.
Yeah. Might just have to go back. Suck it up.
We might have to. We will see. But yeah, I think that was everything we kind of did in 2022 for videos. Like I said, a majority of them, we did a lot of unboxings and first impressions to kind of
Top
fill
10s
in the weeks
of the year and
you did
whatever.
A couple of those. But yeah, anything else you can think of from that year? Any thoughts on 2022?
I don't think so. We
boy.
did a lot. It didn't feel like it at times, but it was a lot.
Yeah, there were definitely times where it felt like more than others.
I learned double the amount of games that I had learned in 2021 last year. So it was a lot.
With the A to Z challenge, it forced you to play a few more games.
I know, and I still have like 50 in our collection that I have to play.
Yeah, some were new. Well, you got a couple played already this year. But yeah, so then going into the new year, I think we're going to continue the unboxings. Like I said, we've got a huge backlog. Could probably just do those nonstop.
Strap in.
But I assume people want some other content as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things, like I said, if you stay tuned this long, we're doing a giveaway because we are doing 2 videos on our top 10 games that were new to us in 2022, along with an additional 10 that didn't quite make our list. So pretty much our top 20 new to us games in 2022. And alongside that, we're doing a giveaway of Marvel United, which there should be a video for that as well. And based on when this video is coming out, it should have been released 2 days before this one. So you'll have
so go check that out.
Opportunity to get involved in that one.
Is that going to be linked in the description below?
Yes, we will link that. Pepper will link that in the description. I hope. We'll see. But yeah, otherwise, since we kind of did the Dino Mania, was kind of one of the main things we did, and then Stonetember, kind of focusing on 2 big things. A few of the series I've thought about, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm guessing we'll do 1 or 2 of them, maybe all 3, but we'll see. You'll have to let us know in the comments below what you'd be most interested in out of these 3.
Oh.
And I'm thinking either a Carcassonne series, because we have almost all the expansion content for the original Carcassonne, not like the I think there's like Carcassonne Hunters and Gatherers and all these like offshoots of Carcassonne. We don't have those, but based on the original Carcassonne, all the kind of expansion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever they were. So kind of a whole series dedicated to all of those, or an Unmatched series where we talk about all the characters in Unmatched or have matchups.
Do we have
otherwise slash a tournament? And I was originally thinking March Unmatchedness, but I think it's going to be a lot of work for a whole tournament. A lot of videos, especially if we did playthroughs and stuff. So I was thinking maybe that could be like a summer of Unmatchedness to kind of go alongside our top 50 and kind of have that on maybe Monday, Friday, and then have the top 50s on the Wednesdays. Something like that. But let us know in the comments below what kind of Unmatched content, if you even want that. Otherwise, the third series...
Do we have all the Unmatched boxes
We do not
now?
have all of them. There's Deadpool and Bruce Lee, which are both single things, and they're very hard to find.
Oh, okay.
So we could get them, but I'm guessing it would be very spendy.
Yes. We have everything else, though, huh?
I think so.
And a t-shirt to boot.
And a t-shirt to boot. So yeah, definitely let us know. That's been one of the games that's rising on my list for sure. I think you like it more than I would have thought you would have.
Yeah, I like it, but it's because they have literary characters in it, and it's fun to fight as like Sherlock or Beowulf or, you know.
Any of those kind of characters.
I can't say I'm super interested in some of them, but.
Otherwise, the third thing that I thought of was maybe a Cartographer series because...
it's my
spoiler,
favorite.
it's your favorite, or if it isn't still your favorite, it's definitely one of your top favorite games of all time, Cartographers.
Maybe. I took a hard L the other day on that game.
Wow. But they came out with the Heroes expansion, and then have come out with like 6 map packs. So all these different maps of Cartographers, along with kind of like special things that they all do. And yeah, there's just a lot to Cartographers now. So I thought we could do maybe a series on that where we go through the different packs, maybe do some playthroughs on each of the different maps and look at those types of things. So if that sounds interesting, let us know. So those are kind of the series I thought we could maybe look at this year.
Yep.
But then, a couple other ideas that I had. One was kind of suggested in a comment. I can't remember. I think it was... I don't remember who it was. I think it was 49ers fan. I forget their exact name. Something like that.
We'll just leave it at it was left in a comment.
Yes, it was left in a comment suggested because I had said how I'd like to do more than just our top 50 because I could probably go 100 of games that I really like a lot. And they suggested maybe doing like, instead of just going straight to 100, because I was like, but I could make it hard too. Just doing an additional 10 each year till you get up to 100 or something. And I really liked that idea, so maybe we do a top 60 this year instead of our top 50.
No.
So a little bit different, but we're still going to do at least a top 50.
But still the same.
Still the same. A little bit different, still the same. And then Pepper and I were thinking of doing a every 2 weeks looking at some of the Kickstarter projects and just giving our thoughts on those and whether we'd be interested in those or not. So that's something a little bit different. I think we'd try it a couple weeks and see how much we like that, and then see if we want to continue from there. And then a couple other things I was thinking was games we champion. So me, you, Jesse, Pepper. Games that we really enjoy and think should be top games that aren't in the Board Game Geek top 500. So kind of games that are outside of maybe the most favorite games of all time. And just talk about those, get those a little more recognition.
With BBG.
Oh boy.
BGG.
A lot of beef with it. And kind of alongside that, I was thinking...
But not enough to start a BGG account.
Not enough to
start rating.
Oh, okay. Well, you might need a few accounts to get things bumped up. Wow. But one of your favorite games, Obsession, just hit the top 100.
Hey! I didn't know it wasn't in the top 100, but good job, Obsession.
You could have caused it if you would have had an account and gave it a 10.
Shoot, I could have made it. Well, I can get on there now, and we can get it to 99.
There you go. You just keep bumping it up.
There we go.
But kind of alongside that, I was thinking we might start every now and then doing a video on a game we consider to be a masterpiece.
A masterpiece?
It's like just an all-time great game, pretty much perfectly made. In our opinion. I've got a couple that I think are. But we can discuss that further as to what would make that.
Oh boy.
And then I was just thinking we could hopefully do a few more top 10 lists, along with some discussions on certain kind of game mechanisms or things in the gaming hobby. Like one of the things I was thinking of, because what made me think of it was a recent Dice Tower video where they were looking at mechanisms, and people were talking about, oh, isn't deck building pool versus bag building / pool building the same thing? I thought we could maybe do discussions on, are they the same thing? Is one better than the other? What makes them different, or one better than the other? So discussions like that.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely a lot of stuff.
I better brush up on my debate skills.
You better brush up on it.
I was never in debate team though.
You're gonna need to with the games you're gonna champion.
Oh boy!
Because me and Pepper are gonna let you have it if you pick bad picks.
If you've been around at all, you know that it's always me versus the two of them, and
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's you and Pepper versus me.
Yeah, this
That's
year
what it turns
in the
into.
top 50, it was definitely me and Pepper versus you.
It turns into I'm getting
so you
shellacked.
you better.
I better come ready. I better come ready. But yeah, otherwise, I'm hoping for another solid year.
Sounds like we got a busy one ahead of us.
Oh yeah, and we may not do all of this stuff, so if there's any of these that sound really interesting to you, definitely let us know, and we will prioritize those. Because to me, I could have fun with any of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, I don't know that we're going to have enough time to do every single one of them, but maybe we'll do a little something of each.
And as always, if you are interested in like a playthrough or you want more content on a specific game, if we have it in our collection, let us know, and we'd be happy to try and get something out related to that. It's hard to know what games are relevant or which ones are helpful to know about or interesting, but I'd love to do more of that. We kind of started there, but we went away from that. But yeah, we'd love to do more of those too, if anybody has something they want to see.
Yeah, for sure. But otherwise, that's all we got for you now.
Happy New Year!
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
And we hope to see you on our future videos. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.